Hi, everyone. Welcome to our presentation. So this project is about predicting occupancy rates in Dallas Airbnb, and it was developed by our team, Ephraim Arega, Jerusalem Saleh, and myself. So Airbnb has become a popular choice for travelers since 2008. Unlike traditional hotels, Airbnb offers a variety of unique accommodations, from homes and tree houses to villas. What sets Airbnb apart is its emphasis on personalization. Users appreciate the diverse options that cater to different preferences and budgets. The flexibility combined with the opportunity to connect with local hosts has contributed to Airbnb's popularity among travelers seeking a more authentic and customized stay. So this is an innovative data science project aimed at revolutionizing the way Airbnb hosts and investors predict occupancy rates in various neighborhoods. By harnessing the power of time series analysis, this project leveraged advanced algorithms like ARIMA and LSTM to forecast occupancy rates accurately. So you might wonder what are ARIMA and LSTM. So ARIMA, or autoregressive integrated moving average, is a time series forecasting algorithm which is so effective for analyzing and forecasting time-dependent data. And LSTM, or long short-term memory, is also used in tasks like time series predictions and captures patterns. The focus on key independent variables such as time-based columns like years, seasons, month, room type, and neighborhood ensures a comprehensive prediction model. Now, hosts and investors can make informed decisions and optimize their strategies, ultimately maximizing their rental income. So this is Bob. He is a SQL developer living in Dallas. Although he's making very good money, but he's looking for a side hustle. No one knows what the future is bringing. He is interested in investing in Airbnb properties, but he doesn't know how it works, like which district is the best to buy a property in, or what kind of property has more occupancy rate. Are whole houses more popular, or people tend to get just a private room? So with this project, we're going to help him to choose wisely. So the problem statement of our project shows that Airbnb hosts struggling with unpredictability in occupancy rates that's leading to missed income opportunities. According to recent industry data, a staggering 70% of hosts struggle with inaccurate predictions that's impacting their bottom line. This project addresses this pressing challenge by developing a robust time series analysis model, empowering hosts and investors to foresee occupancy trends with precision. Join us on this journey to transform the Airbnb hosting experience and unlock the full potential of your property investment. The key performance indicators, or KPIs, that we use in our project are total properties, that shows the total number of the properties in each district, the properties growth year over year, that shows the percentage change of the quantity of the properties, average price per night, that shows the average price of the properties, average price year over year, that shows the percentage change of the average price, occupancy rate, that shows the percentage of occupancy of the properties, and the occupancy rate year over year, it shows the percentage change of the occupancy rate. You can see the data dictionary of our project here. We have our main data set, and we created a date table. So after running our data set in Python code in Fabric, we got these values. For mean squared error, we got 0.3. For mean absolute error, we got 0.3. R squared equals to 1, and median absolute error is 0.1. Based on this result, the best model for us is the regression model that predicts continuous numerical values. By selecting the right algorithm, our project allows us to do advanced occupancy prediction, seasonal trend analysis, get neighborhood performance insights, and room type optimization. And this will allow us to forecast demand trends and optimize price strategies. You can see the steps that we have taken to complete this project. As you can see, for step 1, that was for understanding the business problems and objectives and try to maximize the investor's profit. For step 2, it was for gathering the data. So we got our data in CSV format that was coming from the web. Step 3 was for cleaning the data. So we used Visual Studio. We created SSIS packages to clean the data and take out the nulls and prepare the data. Step 4 was choosing the model. So we used Fabric to get the best model for our project, that is the regression model. Step 5 is for gaining insight and trying to understand the effectiveness of our model. And step 6 was visualizations that we use Power BI to create a dashboard with different visualizations. Embarking on an exploration of the Dallas Airbnb landscape from 2014 to 23, this study seeks to shed light on the ups and downs in the Airbnb business. With a total of 4,628 properties and an average price per night set at $159, the Dallas Airbnb market stands as a multifaceted ecosystem. Despite a current occupancy rate of 44%, the year-over-year analysis unveils a substantial 67% increase in property count, signaling remarkable growth. However, the landscape presents challenges, with the average price per night experiencing a year-over-year decline of 12%, potentially affecting revenue streams. Encouragingly, the occupancy rate demonstrates a modest 2% year-over-year growth, showcasing positive trends in property utilization. This complex interaction requires a thorough investigation to understand the factors that affect the occupancy rate. We need to look at both the actual numbers and the percentages to plan wisely on the changing Dallas Airbnb market. Here you can see our dashboard. We have different KPIs and different visualizations. We are showing the property by year, property by neighborhood, room type by average price, and we are using a map to show the occupancy rate by neighborhood. We are looking at two cases for our project. For case 1 that is targeting high demand neighborhoods, we are looking at occupancy rate KPI, and the dimension that we're looking at is the district and the month. So we're looking at district 5, and we can see that in month May, the peak occupancy rate is 78%. That if you compare it to the whole city, which is 44%, we can see 77% increase in occupancy rate. The negative inside of our case shows that, again, for occupancy rate, we can see that in District 10, the occupancy rate is 28% in the same month. Comparing to the whole city, which is 44%, we can see 57.14% decrease in occupancy rate. If you look at the dashboard and we drill down to the month, and we choose the month May that we're looking at, we can see the occupancy rate for the whole city is showing 44%. But if we go to District 5 in the same month, we can see occupancy rate, it goes up to 78%. And if we look at the other district for the same month, which is District 10, we can see the occupancy rate is going down to 28%. The ROI assessment for case 1 shows that if an investor spends $75,000 on properties in District 5 with the occupancy rate of 78% at a daily rate of $94, the potential monthly revenue will be $2,185, and the annual ROI is approximately 33.71%. We're looking at another case also, which is diversifying room types in mixed demand. Here also we're looking at the occupancy rate KPI, but the dimension here is for district and room type. So we're looking at District 14, and we can see that in District 14, private rooms is showing occupancy rate of 61%. That comparing to the entire house, which is 43%, we can see private rooms have 41.86% more occupancy rate. And the negative insight for this case shows that the occupancy rate for the entire house is in District 13 shows 43%. That if you compare it to the private room, which is 92%, we can see that it's decreasing 114%. On the dashboard, if you look at District 14 and compare the occupancy rate for the private room, it's showing 61%. But in the same district, if you look at the occupancy rate for the entire home, it is showing 43%. For the other district of this case, if we look at District 13, we can see that for District 13, the occupancy rate of the private room is 74%. And if we compare it to the occupancy rate of the entire home, it's going down to 43%. The ROI assessment for case 2 shows that investing $150,000 in District 14 with an average occupancy rate of 52% at a daily rate of $170 results in a potential monthly revenue of $3,283. And the annual ROI assessment is 24.8%. Now we want to get a conclusion to help Bob choose wisely. If he spends $75,000 on shared room properties in District 5 with occupancy rate of 78% at a daily rate of $94, the potential monthly revenue is $2,185, and the annual ROI is 33.71. But if he's investing $150,000 in District 10 with an average occupancy rate of 52% and daily rate of $170, it results in potential monthly revenue of $3,283, and the ROI estimated at 24.8. So if we compare two cases, although case one has lower potential monthly revenue and lower daily rate, but because of the lower initial investment, higher occupancy rate, and higher ROI, which is 33.71, if we compare these two cases, in our opinion, case one is a better choice for him, but the choice is his to make. Thank you everyone for watching.